It's Week 8 of the NFL, and we've got a duel in the Lone Star State. It's the Ravens and the Texans, next on Madden NFL 22.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On fourth down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Fielded at about the 28. So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Richards. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Watson's throw pulled in by Lamb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's a give to Carter. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And they can't bring him down. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Michael Carter, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it was Michael Carter who finished it all off with a touchdown run from the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. Richards. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Richards. Over the middle. That's caught by Schwartz. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From the 27, Watson. That's complete into the hands of Myers. This defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Carter. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Open man, Lamb, it's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Watson's throw there complete to Myers. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Watson. Throw right side complete to Carter. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson throwing the out route and complete. That's Lamb. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Watson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
They can't stop him.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Anthony Schwartz with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
69 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They'll run. It's Carter. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Watson on first down. He gets it to Cooks. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Watson's throw taken in there by Cooks. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson looks to throw again. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
On first down, Richards. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Anthony Schwartz on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On first down, Watson. He'll drop that down to Carter underneath. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Open man right side, Myers.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem from me.
To throw again on second down. Watson. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And out of bounds right around the 20. From the red zone now, Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 16-yard line.
The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 6. Here's Watson. He'll drop this underneath to Carter, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. To the air yet again, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a On 1st and 10, Richards on the move to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll make it second down. Back to throw. Richards. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. 7 yards, the pickup there. Second down and 3.
Brings up second and 3 at the 22-yard line.
Watson now to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Carter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll go again with Carter. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing on third down, Watson. They'll set up the screen to Carter. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this score will stay right where it is. So make it 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you could probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Houston's offense taking over again. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Watson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Michael Pierce in all of his 340-pound glory gets the sack. After the sack on first down, Watson. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And taken right on the 30. The 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big connection on that one. 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown.
Let's go.
Rashad Bateman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston set to take over. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Watson. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. Oh, look at the juke. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time on the catch and run. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance traveled or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it. But he sure made it look easy there.
And that throw, wow, 72 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get that one to Carter, complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Throwing again on second down. Watson. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Watson on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Watson's throw there complete to Myers. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Let him know, let him know.
31's the mic.
Watson. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
31's the mic. Stay with your man. 31's the mic. Ain't no touchdown.
Again, it's Watson. That's caught by Myers. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the 6.
Bring in the second string.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. They still can't. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Ravens have got it.
Yeah, boy. That's our ball. Every
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push.